Right, I'm on the course, it's raining, so I'm going to try and do what I can. LS Tech, this is the Ping G410. The low spin option is finally here, along with the rain. It's a nice sound. It's the low spin option, so you get, well, we'll talk about the tech in a second, but it's still that pingy sound. It's not kind of, often with the better player clubs you go to a different sound sometimes, but this one you still get that kind of standard ping sound. Flight look lovely. Let's go and have a look and see what Ping is saying about this driver. The LST G410 from Ping is coming in a 450cc head shape, so slightly smaller, kind of pear shape, very pretty head shape. We're also seeing a CG slightly further forward than you see on the other G10 models, but we also get the movable weight that allows you to just move that CG a little bit more heel or toe side for a little bit of shop shaping while not having to move the face angle, which is a great aspect of this club. We get Dragonfly technology, but it's on the inside, so we get this very thin crown. We also see the turbulators on top as well, all framing that ball up very nice, just not quite as aggressive on top as we've seen in some prior models. The beautiful small neck sleeve, it goes from 0 to +1 degrees, +1.5, but you've also got a flat marker in there as well, so you can flatten off that line, dial in those kind of trajectories you want to see. Notice how the Pro kind of low spec version, the lower spin for better players as a general rule, they flatten it off to try and get any of the left side kind of out of the golf course almost for you. And the thinner, hotter face coming in Ping's T9S Plus face, patent heat treating process they're calling it. Basically very thin faces, trying to keep that ball speed up always across as many parts of that face as they can. As always, you got many different shaft options. It comes in 2 lofts, 9 or a 10.5, but remember the loft sleeve can change those lofts around for you as well. So we're getting that lower spin weight slightly forward, but we're getting all the good tech that G410 has shown in the prior models. I'm loving the little neck. I love the look at the top, same as the other ones. I like that slightly smaller head design as well. I think this will be popular. 2 balls, should we compare up the TS3 as well, this one? To me, sits slightly open, but you tend to find that when it comes to the lower spin, better player options, tour ranges I go on, no one wants a driver ever sitting left at all. Oh, I've hit that good. I like the sound. It's certainly a ping sound, if you like, which is a good thing. Let's actually walk up and see which one goes where. Oh, they're equivalent hits. This one is definitely slightly louder. TS3 is slightly, I said louder there, I mean less loud. It's slightly more muted, but it's hard to tell. So let's get up there and see which of those has done what. We've got indoor numbers as well, which we could go and have a look at once we've seen these two. We're going to hit a few more drives before everything gets a little too wet. Interesting how the LST and the Ping has come along later, so it didn't get released for G410. It's here now, and again with these kind of models I understand why they're there. They're there because some people want usually 2 to 500 max less spin, but they want the same package that the others offer. Be interesting to see if those that's what the numbers deliver. Got Lester also hitting inside, who swings faster than me, just to show you some different numbers. Where are these balls? Oh, look at them. Well, there's 3 there. Which one's which? Here we go, there's 3 balls here. So this is a tight list. I think that was the Ping. I can't remember which one I was in the rain. That's not my ball. That's someone coming down at the pinnacle. And there is my TS3. So on this occasion, the Ping is 3 steps further ahead. Again, I wouldn't see much between those two. 2 good hits. Right, I've captured my numbers, which we'll see in a second, and we've also got Lesto, whits it much harder than me, that you've seen in videos and you'll see in other ones.
Good afternoon.
Right, Lesto. He's going to hit a few. I just want to see when we up the speed, what happens to the spin. This is the lower spinning Ping. decent hits there, Lester?
Yeah, more or less in the middle, so I'll be happy with any of them on the golf course.
Kind of what you would get on the course. I reckon you could squeeze more out of it if you wanted to stand there and belt the hell out of it, but they're pretty fair gaming shots.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Right, if we start with my numbers, I'm 269 average carry, topping out at 276, peaking height at 35, and then on my spins at 2.2, lowest spin down at 2000s, highest spin at 2.6 with a little bit of a cutty ball. Launching at 13 degrees. That's just a good low spinning and not crazy low spin. I like the fact that I'm not getting any in the 1.9s or under the 2000 spins. Decent, good numbers. Now if we look at Lester's numbers, so he's generating up to 162 ball speed, so he's a faster swinger than me, which is why I like to bring him in, just to give you another view. Launching average 16.7, so a much higher launcher than me. Now he's spinning at 2.4 with the low spin. Now you told me earlier that the G410 original, or not the LST tech, you quite liked when you've tested it, is that right?
Yeah, I did a video earlier with Dan a couple of weeks before and I was getting really good numbers out of it.
What's your kind of normal spin model then? Because I don't know your numbers that well.
I'm looking at sort of 2.8 upwards. Where
on this one, being the low spin, you're around 300 to 400 revs less, which is exactly what you'd want to see, and I'm the same. Well, saying that, the G410 standard, for me, I didn't find that was the highest spinning club anyway. This one, I would argue, is going to be about 200 to 300 revs less, which I'm sure which is what they would say in their kind of marketing guff. So peak heights for Lester is 49 yards up in the air. That's very high, long bomb balls, and he's averaging 280. Top one getting out 285, bottoming down at 276. 285 is a pretty good carry. You could probably get a 290 going when you're like uber flexy and going for it, I reckon.
Yeah, I would think so.
But again, pretty fair numbers.
Fair numbers, yeah.
My fairway finder, and then forwards here, look, the yellow one up here is my go for it shot. Very happy with that. And that's what happens with these low spin drivers. You get them in the right place, give them some oomph, you do get more out of them. Like I get my longest drives from low spin drivers all the time. It's just weighing up that balance always between getting extra distance, having too much drop off in spin. Are the gains worth it when you miss it and it's then 40 yards back, which again, that's why you got to go and test them, isn't it? 2 balls to finish, drivable par 4. Let's see if I can knock one of these on. Bad effort, not all of it, I don't think that will reach. See if I can just get a better strike with the second one. Loads better. Let's see where that gets. Oh wow, be close. Good to see the contrast in those 2 hits up there. This is my better struck one, almost making the front edge up to the green, and then my slightly more spinny one just dropping back, say 10-15 yards. To be honest with you, with the quality of strike, it's kind of what I would expect from any driver. Remember, this is a low spin one where you might see bigger drop-offs. That's quite impressive still. There we go, post comments down below, let me know if it's something you will try or not. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and look forward to posting or reading your comments. Low spin LST G410, as always, as good as anything out there, does exactly what Ping say it does. Definitely go and test, make sure the drop-offs aren't too big. If it is low spin you're after, finding out what causes that spin is often the bigger issue. But if you're hitting it how you want to, you're a decent player, is the general rule. This one can reduce it by 200 to 400 revs. That's only a good thing. Let me know what you think.